Hey guys, reading time. How is everyone? Alrighty, let's get into it. I feel this collective, you guys could be a little bit anxious. I'm hearing expecting the worst. So we could do a clarity reading. But just to make sure that this is your collective, I want to currently see what your main focus is. And then we'll break it down. Maybe we'll see how it goes, and if anything, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alrighty. This main collective. What is this main collective's focus currently? Wow. Alright. Why am I hearing maybe you met someone new? Alrighty, so we have I like you. So this is about someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, wanting to date. We do have the passion card, insane chemistry, liking each other equally, having fun. I'm seeing like 6 of coins with that. We have Cupid's arrow, having faith, love is coming. It could be that maybe this collective you did meet someone new. Why do I feel like you've met someone new? But then at the same time, you're kind of waiting for someone else to arrive. Yeah, separation and engagement ring. So someone you had spoken of this about, there was long-term commitments being spoken about. I don't feel that this collective, you guys are in that long-term commitment, but I'm seeing that more as that separation. Or it could be that this is kind of like what you're going through or going over in your mind. Kind of like how this connection progressed, from liking each other to the passion, to the Cupid's arrow, to then the separation, even though there was engagement spoken of. This is your main focus. Clearly, there's a reason why I said that, the main message of this reading, expecting the worst. You could be really trapped in your mind right now, kind of like 8 of Swords energy. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Very much 8 of Swords energy and almost 9 of Swords. Let's get how your connection is currently with this person. Source, how is the connection currently with the person in this collective's mind? Current situation. Oh, those are way too many. I'm not even going to read them. Oh, God. Oh, crap. Oh, my God. Why do you do this to me? Intuition. Wow. First one. The red flags that you ignore now will come back and bite you later. I feel like this collective, your intuition and your mind are kind of like in a battle, which one is right kind of energy. Challenge is confirmation. I'm seeing that as your internal challenge. But you've had many challenges with this person. Also, this has, even this connection has made you go within and really focus on working on your inner healing. But my side note with this intuition, I'm seeing this as your intuition has been telling you that something maybe was a little bit off with this energy, and maybe because of a certain label that you put on them, and we didn't even get a label. And even though we didn't get any label, it's coming to my mind intuitively. You started really maybe not seeing everything at face value, but more tied to the situation because you guys liked each other and there was so much passion, and you were in this energy of, have faith, love is coming, this is for my forever person. And even so, if this was promised at one point, of course your mind is going to be like, but this person said this, this, and this. But your intuition, your feelers were like, red flag, red flag, red flag. This is not yet. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. So I'm feeling that with those. Health. I feel like this collective, you've been trying to focus on your health and healthy patterns as well. Divorce. So So clearly you guys are separated, and we do have that confirmation with this. So this collective, you are going over the separation. Could be that maybe you did meet someone, or you are hesitant in starting maybe to meet someone. Maybe that's why, you know, that main message was expecting the worst, and you guys are like already preparing for this person is never going to coming. Remember, I'm here to confirm how you're feeling, not tell you how you're feeling. But let's get a couple more. Current situation, pets. You guys could have shared a pet. Your pets could be acting differently right now. And it's funny how I literally put them challenges and intuition. So this collective, you would know that if you have a pet or you're wanting to get a new pet, let go. Make room for the new beginning on its way now. Let go of the negativity is what I'm hearing with that. But this is about or getting a new pet or giving your current pet a little bit more affection. Maybe, you know, your pet is kind of feeling you a little bit off, and they're really like on you. Usually I find that when pets, like when, you know, someone is going through an anxious state, pets usually tend to come over you and just lay on you and really try to remove that anxiety from you, because they're transmuters. They're natural transmuters. But then also I find that when you feel like you're a little bit disconnected, or you're not that you're anxious, but you're feeling like there's something is off, pets tend to like stay away, because that's when you are changing your frequency. So maybe that's something maybe you need to pay attention to, what your pet is doing, regardless if they're giving you more love or they're just staying away from you. Because in my truth, you know, I feel like when pets tend to come over us, it's because we are needing to release certain negative energy. And when pets, you know, are avoiding us, it's because we're changing frequencies, and we're kind of like going through that, you know, rebirth period, or even phoenix period, really going through an ascension. So we're changing frequencies, and they really don't understand that energy, so they just stay away. That came to my mind for a reason. So this collective, you could have a certain, you know, memory, or there could be something to tie you to this reading having to do with you've been intuitively feeling like maybe something is going on, and expecting the worst, maybe having to do with challenges, and your pet is noticing, and or they are coming over you, or they're just staying away from you. Oh, for the love of Pete. Oh. Manifest. So even through the challenges and the separation, just tell the universe exactly what you want. And I'm seeing my magnet, and it's so crazy how yesterday I was seeing my magnet with that oracle deck, and it literally came out. Maybe, you know, this collective, there's something having to do with keeping that positive mindset, you know, really telling the universe exactly what you want. And be careful what you wish for, because the universe really does listen to everything that we say, you know, so, and everything that we think. So whatever you're thinking, try to keep it in a positive light or side instead of a negative, because what do? We attract what we think. Commitment. Things are getting serious. Let's get one last one. Someone you shared a honeymoon phase with, short-lived romance, but this is also about attending someone's wedding. It could be that you're attending someone's wedding. And also, if that is the case, it wouldn't surprise me that maybe this collective, you're about to attend someone's wedding. Usually those kind of events tend to, you know, really move certain feelings within us, and more so if this was something that was promised in the past by this person. So, and we do have the commitment again. All right, let's just confirm these, and let's break this down. Let's confirm these. Alrighty. Please remember, do not make it fit. Do not make it fit. I like you. Dragonfly. So this is about being lighthearted, finding things out, adapting, changing, and healing. I feel this collective, you're kind of like in the brink of wanting to maybe meet someone new. Not gonna lie. Passion. Heart with a key. But still, this person has the key to your heart. Welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, and perfect. Kind of feel like this is from the separation confirmation, but the breakup, stopping the pattern, negative pattern. Also, maybe, you know, for a while, and it happens with divines, you know, that physical aspect of the relationship is so strong, that passion, you know, that, you know, the chemistry, you know what I mean. It's unmatched with any other person you've ever been with. It's like, it's only something that you've experienced with your divine, and that sometimes can blind us, you know. I'm saying this for a reason. Can blind us into thinking, oh, this is love, and that's still lust. But even though, you know, and I understand that the chemistry between divines and between twins is so, you know, it's so strong that it's overwhelming sometimes, if you think about it. You know, it's so magnetic. It's literally like puzzle pieces, you know. So that sometimes can actually confuse the mind, you know, that physical aspect into, oh my God, this person has the car to my key. And it's not only that. There's a reason why I'm saying this. So this collective, clearly you had that thought pattern, you know. Is it just, you know, physical? Or is it, you know, really that I love this person, or that this person loves me? It's coming to my mind for a reason. So don't make that part fit. I feel this collective, maybe you've confused that physical aspect to the falling in love aspect. And even maybe, you know, it happens, you know. A lot of people still have a kind of like a certain taboo having to do with sexual encounters or sexuality, you know. And more so if a feminine is more sexually inclined than a masculine, they tend to like be like, what's wrong with you, you know. It's like, it's weird for some people. I believe, you know, it's part of the human experience, my truth. But it's kind of like a taboo for a woman to be so sexually inclined, you know, or like for a woman to really, you know, like to have that kinky side of herself and stuff. So sometimes, and it's something that actually happened to me when I went through it, because also, you know, my karmic wouldn't pay attention at all. So again, it's literally that comparison. It's like, oh my God, is this love? Is this because now this person is paying attention to me physically? That's why it didn't work out with this person. You know, it's coming to my mind for a reason. But yeah, I feel like maybe this collective, you've had that thought pattern at one point or the other, having to do with, is it just, you know, a physical bond, or is it, you know, actually this person has the key to my heart. Don't make it fit. That was a very long deviation. Okay, Cupid's arrow. Not enough. So clearly this collective, you are frustrated a little bit in the relationship. Again, expecting the worst. But also, you know, even through this waiting that this love is coming, you know, and having faith, and, you know, this surprise invitation or this hesitation of someone coming and, you know, sweeping you off your feet, you know, it's put a little bit of lack of confidence in this collectives. It's, you know, put you in self-sabotage mode. It's really ignited your fear and your ego. I'm saying that with that. And certain jealousy as well. But I feel like this collective, and it makes sense with the challenges, you know, really working through your inner healing. I want one more for that, because I'm seeing that as what you've been overcoming. Hammer. So this is my 50-50, you know, going through. But again, there's a reason why I said I feel like this collective, you could be going through, you know, the aspect of the connection really in your mind. I do feel this collective, you are trying to rebuild yourself with, you know, your own fear of and your ego issues and those jealousy tendencies and the frustrations that you feel having to do with your love life. I feel maybe you're going over that. You're in interrogation mode with yourself is what I'm feeling with that. Separation. Palm tree, confirmation. You're trying to focus on your stability. You're trying to focus on your permanence, your growth. You're enduring even through the separation. Confirmation with that Cupid's arrow and the hammer. But I do still believe that this collective, even though you're focused on the stability, on the growth, you do still have certain moments where that thinking about this person comes over you. Yearning, about this person comes over you. The sadness, kind of like that Five of Cups energy, and that uncertainty of the future is even worse, because then you go into expecting the worst kind of mode. You know what I mean? Engagement ring. But abundance, trying to keep the positive mindset. And this is about manifesting exactly what you want. And you guys got that with that purple deck. So keep that positive mindset. Love, you know, your partner will show up when you are ready and when they are ready. It's not only when you're ready, but the other person has to be ready as well. It's supposed to be a harmonious reunion. And I haven't even gotten any of those cards yet. Let's get one last one just to make sure. One last one. Coffin. Endings bring you new beginnings. That's what you need to focus on. The transition, the growth, changing that mind frame, liberating yourself. Just keep that positive mindset, because remember, we are mirrors as well, but we could be mirroring right now. It's about mirroring each other's self-image, relationship, reflecting on the relationship, confirmation with that. The wounds, but introspection. Another confirmation. This collective, you're going through introspection, even though you are still needing to pump it up with the positivity. Alrighty. I want to quickly confirm with tarot what you are currently going through. Like what emotions are coming up. Actually, I'm going to get the emotion cards. I'm going to get the emotion cards, and then we'll get a little bit of tarot. Alrighty. What is this main collective's current emotions for the person on their mind? Emotion on are they sitting on? Just 3, please. There it is. What did I say? Page of Cups. But courage. That's not bad. But failure. You're going over, clearly confirmation, you're going over that separation and the failure of that relationship, and it's putting a little bit of fear in you. But this collective, you're trying with the hardest that you can to have courage and to be in your strength, trying to find that inner strength within you to face fear with confidence. But it's, again, expecting the worst. Maybe you've been waiting for an apology for a while. Get 2 more, confirming these, and then I want to get tarot. I don't want to see with tarot how you're currently feeling towards them. Genuine emotion towards the person on their mind. All right, just 2 more. 1 more, please, and then we'll get tarot. So there's a little bit of the blame game here. And I'm feeling that with that commitment, that the engagement rings, but judgment. So you are a little bit on... Judgment is kind of like that purple curtain for me. So I feel like maybe you are... I don't want to say judging this person, but at the same time, yeah, maybe it could be that you're reflecting on the relationship. So you're clearly reflecting on kind of like in that magnifying glass on, you know, what happened in the connection. Each of your guys's, and I feel like because we have blame here, I'm feeling that maybe, you know, I'm seeing my, you know, the literally someone being like, oh, you did this, you did that, you know, kind of like that energy. So again, it does tie into that expecting the worst. I feel like this collective, there needs to be a perception shift having to do with this judgment energy and this blame game. This is you accepting responsibility for your own well-being. And it's funny because literally I was looking at my pride, self-esteem. And I was literally about to say, I was looking at my pride card that was on the bottom before I got these 2. And the first thing that came to my mind was, what in your ego has been bruised with the separation? You know, instead of reflecting on, you know, how this person made you feel with the passion and everything. Because that's something that if you felt it, it's because it was real. But at the same time, because I feel like this collective, maybe you're not getting the expected outcome out of this relationship, that expected apology, or, that communication that you've been wanting, or just that commitment that was promised to you, because you're not having that being shown in the 3D. It is bruising your ego a little bit. It is, affecting your self-esteem. It's affecting that, not literally, it was the Cupid's arrow, and then it was the not enough. So clearly it's this collective, you feel like whatever has to do with your value has to do with this person coming back, and that's not the case. It's not the case at all. That's not the reason of this journey. The whole point of this journey is for us to find our true internal balance, our true internal, is to find ourselves and our worth ourselves without the validation of someone external. It's all internal. I feel like that's the perception shift this collective needs to have, instead of, and it's part of the process. I understand that everybody goes through it. We have different points of in the growth in the journey, and part of those points have to do with maybe the point where we're not taking accountability, but we're more focused on what was actually done in the 3D, and that's where we also really go over certain things that we will no longer permit or enable. So it's all part of the process. But there comes a point where we need to get out of that mindset and, instead of seeing what was done to us, see really what we permitted, the enabling, literally, and start really putting up those boundaries, because your self-worth is more important than this person coming to you or not. You know what I mean? Just saying. If this is your emotion, this is heavy emotion. The only positive one is this one. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like this courage is kind of like the emotion that you're trying to embody, that because you want this person to embody that emotion. You know what I mean? For this person to have courage and come up to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, you need to just focus on your balance and your service work. There's a reason you were activated into this beautiful journey. If it was a twin flame journey, and leave that pride behind. If this is that twin flame journey that I was feeling, that divine journey, your journey is much more, complex and much more profound than just that external union of two people who love each other, like each other, or have this romance blooming. You know what I mean? We are put in this world and we go through all of that trauma so that we can embody those emotions and understand this emotion, so that then we can be of service to others. We are, we will always be of service to others. That's why we're healers. We go through the stages of going through the trauma so that we can be empathetic and really feel and have that empathy towards others. But then that empathy has to turn into be able to heal it, not just empathize, and not just absorb. I'm just saying. There needs to be another outlook on this journey for this collective. Focus on your self-esteem. Focus on your worth. Focus on building yourself the right way. And everything that's supposed to be for your... nothing that is meant for you will ever pass you by. Whatever is meant for you will appear, like this person. This person was meant to activate you. Not only show you the life that you can have without that trauma and just in that balanced energy, but also to activate those powers of service and healing energy that you can provide to others, so that because we are put in this world to also activate others or other dormant people. Be that Hierophant, be that leader. We all embody it. That yin and yang, the divine masculine, divine feminine. He's my husband, by the way. He's my, you know, source husband. Then we have the 3D one, like that. Yeah, the 3D husband would be my King of Coins or the Emperor. But yeah, just reflect on that, you know. There's a reason why I'm saying this. Alrighty, let's get I'm kind of baffled if I want to get into this person or not, because I feel this collective, you kind of remind me of yesterday's collective. So maybe yesterday's collective kind of resonated but didn't resonate that much. It was kind of like a different color and a different wave, where this collective is a different color and another different wave, but kind of very similar aspects. Let's get into you first. Hold on, let me see. I want to see with these, universally, what the universe is trying to really activate, or what the universe is really trying to make you focus on. Why? All right, let's get universally, what's going on? What is the universe trying to activate within you? My God, literally, the first one. They're trying to help you upgrade. There's a reason why I said that pets part. They're trying to help you upgrade. They're trying to, you know, light codes. Move you to a different frequency. Have enough here. Whoa, those are way too many, but oh well. The passion is igniting for a reason. And it's funny because literally I was about to say that there's a reason why your focus is so much on that right now. Nothing is a coincidence. If your focus is that, because clearly something is happening universally for that to be your focus, for you to reflect on it. Is this something that, you know, are you still holding on to, or is this something that you're seeing as this isn't enough? You know what I mean? Are you upgrading from this? I believe that you are, because whenever the first card is kind of like this, or mission, or some sort of, you know, energy that kind of like illuminates that whole spread. When it's the first one, I feel like it kind of like illuminates all of those aspects that come up, and that you're upgrading through it. So confirmation, change. You're going through a transition right now. You're transforming. I'm seeing that card that says, you know, I'm seeing my surrender card. I'm seeing my hangman card, actually. I feel like this collective, you know, the universe is really trying to really that aha moment, you know, that new perspective. Time and space. Don't focus on the time. You're upgrading through it, though. Remember what I said with this. I feel like this is illuminating their whole spread. So I do feel like you're upgrading through it. Just you're still a little bit tied to that 3D aspect. We just need to do a little bit of perception change. You know, the universe can only help us so much. They can meet us at one point, but then we need to meet them, you know, with our actions and with our strength, with our divine masculine assertiveness. The separation. There's a reason why you're going over the separation. They're wanting to help you upgrade through it. Get you out of that separation energy and into that union energy. But first you need to go through your inner union. Find your own inspiration. They're trying to get you to inspire yourself. To find your inspiration within. I'm putting that over everything. And I feel like the universe is kind of saying also, you inspire me. It doesn't matter where you are at in your journey, as long as you're learning from it. And my candle, you guys need to see that. Look at that. You see that? You see how connected you guys are? Look at that. And now it's still. And again. I feel like this collective, you know, you're more connected than you believe. For sure. Again, another transformation card. They're really trying to get you to transform. DNA upgrades. You're going through a dark night of the soul. And again, there's a reason why I said the pets thing. I'm wanting to help you upgrade through this dark night of the soul. So of course it's going to be painful. They're really trying to, make you reflect on those core wounds so you can upgrade through them, finally heal them the right way. I'm seeing my unknown gift with that deck, so we're going to have to get that deck later. I feel like they're really wanting to activate certain powers within you. Passion. Confirmation! What did I say? Maybe you've had an intuitive moment of, celibacy. It's coming to my mind for a reason. But psychic abilities, through this passion, they're trying to activate your psychic abilities. But the passion with your own powers, with your own frequency, that kind of puzzle piece. It's kind of like, they're trying to, through that passion that you felt with this person, trying to really illuminate that you can activate that own passion with yourself. That, synergy and energy with yourself through your magical powers. That's what I feel like the universe is really trying to do. I'm trying to, again, there's a reason why I said I want to get that deck. They're trying to make you focus and redirect your focus into yourself instead of this person. That passion that you feel for this person, you can feel it for yourself. Again, inspiration within yourself. Change that mind frame, change that perception, reevaluate, pay attention. Change through the temptation. So maybe you've been tempted to really, maybe contact them, or even what I said before, Fearless Collective, maybe you're in that point, you're really wanting to maybe meet someone new. You need to change that temptation, meet you. That's why the universe is really trying to activate you. Don't meet someone, meet yourself. Get to know yourself. You don't need the external validation. You just need to internally believe who you are and what you can achieve. And, have value towards yourself. Time and space. Hold on. I just want one more for this temptation. So even through dreams, you could be getting a lot of dreams having to do with, this meeting yourself. I had the strangest dream the other day, and it's so crazy. I have a session with Brie on the 19th finally, because I really want to speak with her about that, because I had a dream where it was so crazy. I was literally doing tarot in my dream. And someone came to me and was like, don't do tarot in your dream. And it was like, oh my God, so I am dreaming. And it was like, oh my God, these abilities are like, what is going on? I really need to speak to Bria about that. But that came to my mind. You could be really having a lot of dreams, like those vivid dreams, where you're like, you don't understand where you are then. You kind of wake up and you're like, wait, wasn't I here? Wasn't I somewhere else a second ago? That kind of energy is what I'm feeling. There's that passion again. So you could be having passionate dreams maybe. But I want one more, because I was more seeing something. Yes, this was out. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're trying to activate your inner union through your dreams as well. And reincarnate. You know what I say about that. It's not just that reincarnation, life after life after life. That reincarnation card for me is that, through the upgrades, we reincarnate into ourselves again in a different energy. Kind of like that new love energy. It's the physical is still the same, but, the meat vessel is still the same, but our energy is different. That's what I find that reincarnation card as. And I feel like that is what the universe is trying to activate within you, for you to keep going through this process of bettering yourself. Time and space. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So through time and space, what are they trying to really upgrade you with or help you heal? Through unconditional love, help you heal your inner child wounding, core wounds, dark night of the soul energy. There's a reason why you're feeling like this. Don't expect the worst. Expect the best. You're removing heavy, heavy energy. But because of this energy, because of this dark night, so because you probably feel like this right now, you're expecting the worst. They're trying to get you to activate beautiful powers within you through that unconditional love. And I can feel that, little heaviness in my chest. Trying to help you heal through unconditional love, your inner child wounds. Finding that, finding your Merkaba. That's what Merkaba is. Whoa. Separation. Yes, in the 3D. It had to happen. It was just a puzzle piece for you to find yourself. For you to activate into finding your true, authentic self. Let it be. Let it happen. One more. Yes, they are the one. But it was through that last bit of trauma that you, and they're your divine masculine, but it was through that last bit of trauma that your poor soul needed to be activated into this beautiful journey. That last bit of, heartbreak that you needed to go through to really activate your superpowers. Your abilities. Those abilities that will help others heal as well. And you find the passion within yourself with these abilities as well. Find the passion for yourself. This for me is like, and it's so crazy because literally, I think it was, July? I think it's the 27th or the 29th of July that it's going to be a year that I'm doing tarot. And I absolutely love it. And I would not change it for the world. And since I've been doing this, and maybe that's something that you've intuitively started to really think, maybe I should start doing this, or maybe you've been indulging in that practice or wanting to read, I don't know, maybe reading candle wax, or scrying, reading the flame. I did that. That was the first thing that I did, actually. I've always had a fascination with fire. And Bree would say to me, well, maybe start reading the flame. And she actually said to start reading the candle wax. And it didn't even happen that way. I would be looking at the flame and I could see figures and forms. And a couple of times through my, me indulging in this craft, I saw images and I saw, people who within 10 minutes contacted me. We just need to activate those powers. We have them asleep within ourselves, but until we activate them ourselves, we don't know the potential we have. And I feel like that's what the universe is really trying to activate within you, to see your true potential. This isn't going anywhere. It's time for you to focus on yourselves. Not on when this person is coming, not when love is coming for you, not when romance is blooming. Just trust. Universe always has your back and will never tempt or attempt to make your trauma worse. Every lesson that the universe provides is for us to heal our trauma. And just know that they always have our backs with what is truly meant for us. But for us to really get what is truly meant for us, we really need to be, we have to go through that, we have to go through that whale energy. We're going to get those. I haven't gotten those in a while, actually, my animal cards. We have to go through that whale energy. We have to go through that vulture energy, really scavenging through, the yicky parts where no one else wants to go through. But through going through those parts and acknowledging that those parts exist within us, but not letting those parts hold us back, we find our enlightenment, we find our sovereignty. That's what the universe is really trying to activate. And also activate you with your divine masculine strength and assertiveness and direction and being confident with your words and your decisions. Remember, it's a balance. It has to be balanced, yin and yang. Yes, constant burn because you're still distant, the passion is, but it's to help you heal. Just let yourself heal. Everything else will come later. Last one. Oh my God. Yes, they're part of your thread. There's a reason why the universe is wanting me to show you this. It's like, believe. They're part of your thread. They're part of your destiny. They're the one. They're your part. They're the end of your red thread bond. But you now that you know this, focus on yourself. And everything that is meant for you will come when it's time. End that cycle. End this cycle. So start a new one. Endings bring in new beginnings. They're trying to help you end this painful separation cycle into your own inner union cycle. To then be able to have that external union in the 3D. Explore. Even travel could be in the cards. The travel, but you know, see it as an adventure. See this next part as an adventure, not as a hassle, not expecting the worst, but as a beautiful closing to that new beginning that you're about to get. That was beautiful. All right, so I'm not even going to get into this person. Honestly, not even going to get into this person. This collective, you need to see your power, your potential, your own energy. So we are going to get, we're going to get animal cards. I want to currently see, you're still in the background. You're in the shadows still. You need to be coming into the light. And I want to see the universe, I want to see how you guys are viewing yourselves animal-wise, and then I want to see how the universe is viewing you animal-wise. So we're going to get 3 of how you're viewing yourself, and then 3 of how, you know, the universe is seeing you. All right. How is this collective seeing themselves energetically, animal-wise? 3, please. Oh, the lamb. So clearly you could be in isolation, or you're a very timid person, or you feel like you're very timid. Oh my God, you got my swan. We're going to read each one of these. Let's get one more of how you're viewing yourself. And the dolphin, but you could be someone who's very, you know, the dolphin for me is someone who actually brings joy to a lot of people. So you could be someone who, even though you feel like you're very timid, you're very, you know, you're very, I'm feeling like it's kind of like that. You feel like you're an introvert, but whenever you're with the right people, you're an extrovert. That's what I'm seeing with this. So hold on, let's get, and it's so funny how they're all looking, those triangles are looking down. It's so crazy. So you literally have earth, air, and water energy here. All right, let's get the lamb. All right, so the lamb, peaceful, prophetic, and patient. I feel like maybe your patience is like, it's wearing down. You're like exhausted of your patience, if anything. But the lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child. I feel like this is your inner child, or this is like your inner voice. A young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. When in balance, knowingness, inner peace. When out of balance, quiet, timid, and concerned. I could feel that, expecting the worst. That's what's to bring into balance, meditation, and listening. All right, hold on. Let me look for the swan. All right, so the swan, effortless creativity, sensitive, mystic, elegant power. The swan represents heightened creativity. In Hindu mythology, the goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of language, creativity, and artistry, rides on the back of this graceful creature. The swan is ready to take us there, to the fluid realm of writing, creating, or reflecting. Maybe this is something that you've been starting to really indulge into. Or even, when you were a child, you would write poetry. It's coming to my mind. This potent and healing energy, maybe that's what they're really trying to help you activate. That would be part of your healing energy, your service work, bringing balance to yourself. And it's so crazy because if you see yourself as this, as that inner peace, as that, the speaker, what was it? Knowingness. So if you see this as you embody this, that there's certain things that in your inner truth that there's certain things that to the core that are to be true, but maybe you still need to develop them, or I believe because maybe you're still working through your worthiness, you don't really believe them so much. I feel like that's what they're really trying to activate. This potent and healing energy is not to be taken for granted or taken lightly. When the swan card appears, your soul is calling for attention, for solo time. An inner voice is waiting to be heard, an inner vision likely to be revealed. The dreams, remember that. When in balance, infinite creative power. When out of balance, agitated, snippy, lacking vision. To bring to balance, solo time and writing. This is how you're seeing yourself, though. So remember that. These are the energies you're embodying, and that's how you're seeing yourself. So clearly, this collective, I feel like that's what your intuition is telling you. Your intuition is telling you it's time to isolate. It's time to focus on yourself. It's time to really activate that creative spark in yourself, that writing maybe. Maybe if you were someone who used to write poetry or stories, or you were very, someone who had a very vivid imagination that you could create a lot of beautiful things in writing, this is your time to do that. Find your inner balance through that. Transmute what you're feeling through that. That will help you as well. You're seeing yourself as someone who has a lot of inner knowing within themselves. So because of the 3D aspect, you're not seeing it clearly. And I feel like for this collective, you're seeing yourself as very, shy and timid. But actually, you're someone who's very strong within yourself. It's like you don't see the potential and the strength that you actually do have. All right, let's get the dolphin. It's it's the next one of the swan. So, innately intelligent healer, light and blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as a confirmation. Start writing. Activate that part of yourself. I feel like that's something that you could really, I feel like that could be actually your, oh my God, it doesn't come to my mind. Let's keep reading. Hold on. Are often drawn to the healing art, as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. When in balance, active healer, strong spiritual practice. When out of balance, underestimates own power. That's what I feel is going on right now. To bring into balance, like-minded spirits. Alrighty. So clearly this collective, you are not, I feel like it's maybe a little bit of an imprint in your mind, but still there's a little bit of disbelief on your full potential. That's what I'm seeing with this. Let's get what would be the universe's version of the lamb, how they see you with the lamb. How the universe is seeing you. Crow. So the lamb is that inner knowing. The crow is the seer. This is how the universe is seeing you. Hold on. We're getting the Crow now. Hold on. All right. The Crow. Spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. So clearly creativity is something important in this collective's life, you know, and something that the universe is really trying to activate you in. The Crow has long been a symbol of magic. Let me say that again. The Crow has long been a symbol of magic. All right. A Crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the Crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities: past, present, and future. What are you going through right now? Past, present, and future healing. We're gonna get those into an oracle deck. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with Crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, psychic, strong, and clear. When out of balance, ungrounded and hypersensitive. And I do feel that with this collective. This collective, if you're apart from the fact that you're going through a dark night of the soul, with that original message that I heard, you know, expecting the worst, I feel like you're hypersensitive right now because you're in an ungrounded energy. To bring to balance, second card of daily meditation. So clearly, not only is your highest self saying meditate, but also the universe is saying meditate. Sign. Let's get... Let's see this. Hold on. It's so crazy. Literally, tarantula at a crossroads, claiming life's purpose. Confirmation. So what are you trying to claim your life's purpose? Where your intuition is taking you with the swan, having to do with that creative aspect of your mind. The universe is really trying to activate your life's purpose, having to do with your creativity. They're seeing you as a tarantula. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. So literally, instead of focusing on the external, focusing on your internal. My God. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream. Yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. Yes, sign. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers patient and calm like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. So don't expect the worst. Whatever you choose, you know you're going to choose wisely. Follows intuition when in balance. When out of balance, hesitates or over-intellectualizes, expects the worst. To bring to balance, daily journaling. And again, another card of writing, of expression. Clearly, this collective, you're needing to express to be able to transmute that energy. It could be also that you are actually absorbing a lot of energy around you. If you're being activated with your psychic abilities, that is part of what... that is part of your what those abilities are. You know, you absorb so that you can transmute it by you going within, you know, and really reflecting why, and it's relaying the message, but in your own way. Me, it's through here. You guys could be through stories or through poetry or some sort of expression work that has to do with writing, and that is how you help others heal. And the people who are supposed to find you and really resonate with your work are going to start, you know, going through that healing or even find inspiration. There's a reason why that You Inspire Me card came out. Finding inspiration with your stories and helping other people find inspiration as well to find themselves and to work through their healing. It's literally the same thing as songs, maybe even songwriting. You know how there's people who say, oh my God, your music, your album really helped me through this, and this. That actually does happen. And I even have I have certain songs and certain memories with music that actually did help me through those times. It was this, you know, it was soothing. It was, you know, it was like something so familiar that would actually activate this healing within me. You know what I mean? There's a reason why this is coming up. There's a reason why this is coming up. All right, let's get the dolphin for you guys. And oh my God. The earthworm. I see that as a little bit of that Kundalini awakening energy. Hold on. But you're still needing a little push. So the earthworm, shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision, having to do with that happiness, having to do with this dolphin energy. That dolphin energy really shows you your true karma. All right. We have all felt the woes of the earth, the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. It's literally that judgment energy. Don't judge. Don't even judge yourself. Just understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, like you have it. No, they once felt okay. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mystery takes time, and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it, it's a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insight. Rumor has it, a beginner's mind. All right, rumor has it, a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. When in balance, earnest, intelligent, and valuable. When out of balance, self-conscious, apprehensive. To bring to balance, pick up, risk, embarrassment. Who cares? Clearly, clearly the universe is trying to activate not only your life's purpose, but how it would be. Maybe you're supposed to be a writer. Maybe, you're supposed to really help others through your writing or just music or however it is that you creatively express yourself. Clearly, creative expression is big for this collective. I want to see how they see your highest potential. Just two, please. Oh my God, the black egg. We're reading all of them. And the golden egg. You have both eggs. Your highest potential. If you get out of your mind. Let's get these. These are spirit. So we have the golden egg. Hold on. Let me get the black egg first. For the love of God, I should have done this before, but I didn't do it. Okay, so we have the black egg first, and then the golden egg is behind it. So black egg, speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. Oh my God. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When the essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in. Books draw us in. There's a reason why I said that. The concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment, in every situation. It's the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. Clearly, this collective, the universe, is really trying to activate your voice and your truth and speaking from your truth. And the golden egg, message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. There's a lot having to do with sound as well. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. And this is how the universe, this is what your highest potential. So clearly, and I'm seeing after I that, you know, the public speaking even. I'm seeing my Milky Way card with that. We're going to have to get that deck. Clearly, this collective, you are meant for very great things having to do with your voice and what you can communicate and what you can do with how you can heal through your voice in any aspect it is that you choose to. So, and again, remember, you can choose wisely. No, it was this one. You know you can choose wisely. Doesn't matter. Who cares? All right. Deep within the sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. Again, solo, the crow energy. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga, nidra, or meditation. Another card of meditation. 3 times this has shown meditation is needed. Clearly, this collective, you need to start meditating, or maybe if meditation is something that you don't like, see how you can get into that, like kind of like that state that meditation brings you in your own way. But clearly it's something that you guys need to start doing. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart, staying open to any response you hear. Engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. Literally that vulture energy. Literally. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. So the golden egg has to do with the 4th chakra, which is 1, 2, 3 solar plexus, I think it is. Well, yeah, golden egg, the solar plexus, willpower. So willpower, divine masculine energy, your divine masculine energy. But the subtle essence of the golden egg is nestled deep within the heart center of the 4th chakra. This chakra, called Anahata, is the home of the self or soul. By bringing the mind into, and it makes sense with that blame energy, that's the willpower to see, you know, your own actions and taking responsibility for your well-being. By bringing the mind into the center, we discover a portal to the most intimate and luminous space. It is said our inner guide sits there in deep meditation waiting for us. Anahata translate as the unstruck sound. Let's see, hold on, let me get the chakra for the fifth chakra. The subtle essence of this card resides at the base of the throat, communication. At the Vishuddha chakra, I don't know if I just botched that word, but sorry. The ancient sages saw this center as the hub that governs our speech and expression. Vishuddha translates as especially pure. The balance of this center is important for all of us, but especially essential for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers. Sign. All right, you guys, let's keep going. All right, let's see. I want to see your shadow currently, what the universe is really trying to help you release. And I want to see what... All right, so I want to get 3 of these to see what the universe is asking of you, even though we kind of already, but just to confirm. And then I want to get your... Too many. And then I want to get your shadow. First one change. All right. So we have change, reassess, and release. All right, so change. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become. Dark Night of the Soul, DNA upgrade. Or becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. What have we been seeing through those animal cards? Reassess. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what bring you joy and who and what don't. It's time for some life cleanup. And if you need to marry Kondo as well, that's a really good way to release the negativity. And release. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. All right, let's get shadow that they're wanting to illuminate, and your healing as well, because, this collective shadow, please. What is this collective? Oh my God, literally the first one. They're wanting you to come into inner balance, changing through inner balance. Wholeness and duality, yin and yang energy. But what you resist persists, what you accept transforms. All right, emotional release. Catharsis and purification, but let it go creates space for new beginnings. Confirmation, we've got the coffin energy. And having hope. Release that mindset that you need to, expect the worst. Don't. Expect the best. Grace, kindness, and self-care. Navigate your shadow with compassion and gentleness. With divine feminine energy. Positive changes ahead. Focus on the positive changes. Ascending, evolution, and free. Sign. This collective. I love you guys, but you guys need to... I'll keep doing these readings if I need to do them. I don't mind. But just believe in yourselves. Like the universe believes in you. Actually, I'm not going to get these yet. I want to get these. These has been staring at me. Metamorphosing. Because remember I said that I was seeing my unknown gift with this. I want to see what the universe is wanting to provide to you. What, what message they want to give you through this deck. What you're accomplishing, what they're wanting you to focus on. Opportunity. You could have just found a key. Every time I see that, I see a key. That they're trying to grant you an opportunity. Surrender to receive. Magnetism through gratitude. Focus on the positivity. Master manifester, yes, and the crow, again, they see you as that crow, the creator of your own life. And that's coming to my mind again, what I said for yesterday's collective, that this collective, I feel you kind of like yesterday's collective, whatever you create in your mind comes into existence. That's what I'm seeing, but get out of your mind with the negativity. Remember, you are a master manifester. So whatever you think can be created. Let's get 3 more. Wow. You're about to shine. Focus on your self-care, self-love, self-worth, self-respect. You're going through a major breakthrough. Last one. Your prayers have been answered. You're about to get your victory moments. Just trust. Just trust. I'm amazed that card didn't come out. The unknown gift one. I thought no expectations. No expectations. And there's that key. Alrighty. The key is to not have any expectation. Alrighty. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's see. Kind of want to clean this a little bit. just to get the universe. I want to see the universe, what they're preparing you for, or universally what message I need to provide to you guys, and then we'll get tarot as well. All right, source, show me. Universal message for this collective. Whoa, literally the first one, the heart glass. All right, so we have the first one is, you could be seeing 11:22 a lot, like on your clock. But 22nd of the 11th could be an important date. First one is glass heart. So whatever had to do with vulnerability, you know, this is also universal message for you guys. So what is coming from the universe to you guys? I feel like there are certain things that were having to do with forgiveness and taking a risk, clarity, that are on the way. We have the compass. This is about finding your true north, discovery, life path. I do feel like there's something having to do with this person, but we'll see. But this is about you know where you're going, you know, you making a plan and exploring, you finding your own internal compass, which is very nice. You guys got the magnifying glass. What did I say before? You're going through the nitty-gritty for a reason. It's actually helping you heal. It's actually helping you, you know, remove what you know, what no longer serves you. But getting more information, clarity, very important details, the puzzle pieces, but examining the fine print and larger than life. To start this new beginning, a happy beginning, sunrise energy. But darkest before dawn, another one having to do with clarity. Obstacles overcome, the problems ending, there's a bright future, an awakening, a fresh start, and oh my god, I didn't even want to do that one part, but fireworks. So biggest thing what I'm seeing here is this collective from, I feel like this is the catalyst for your, you know, that start of that awakening, that beginning of that awakening that you needed to go through to be able to really find your, it's kind of like that catalyst for the change, for you to be in that, you know, it's that last bit of trauma. But at the same time, I do feel like there's something having to do with here of you being vulnerable and you expressing certain vulnerabilities, clear and concise. Being transparent with certain emotions is what I feel, not only with someone, but also with yourself, so that this can actually activate you finding your true north, you focusing where you need to focus and start paying attention and start really getting more information on what it is that you need to do and where you need to redirect your energy with this magnifying glass. I do believe that this collective you are coming to, I'm not saying this like it's in the next week or anything like that, but like with the energy that what I'm feeling with this, that every puzzle piece leads to the next. You have to go through this vulnerable moment. You have to find your true north. You have to really focus on you know, paying attention to what it is that you really need to work on, and that is going to bring you that happy beginning with this fireworks energy, this chemistry, the passion. A new year could be significant for this collective, but for this celebration, or kind of like that victory energy. Devil rainbow, divine intervention is at play is what I'm feeling with that. But let's confirm. Heart, glass heart, what is this vulnerable moment, state? Whatever is keeping you stuck has to do with you not being vulnerable, with you not being true and clear with your, not only your emotions, but with yourself is what I'm seeing with that. But whatever is restricting you, it's the heavy burdens. It's literally that 10 of Wands energy. It keeps you trapped. Just forgive. This is about forgiveness as well. So just, you know, I'm seeing that as, don't hold on to how much it hurt you, but more so see it as the lesson of how much, see it as the lesson of what you needed to finally let go of. You know what I mean? It's a burden for you. By not releasing this, it's just keeping you in a Ten of Wands energy. And also an Eight of Swords energy, you know, trapped in the mind. So your burdens are all mentally. Creates codependency, it keeps you trapped, it's baggage. You just need to let it go. There's clarity coming with whatever has to do with this difficult relationship, whatever has to do with the restrictions, but it's and also we did get that in the animals card. It's the clarity that you need to hear about. It's not the clarity that you expect. Side note. All right, what are you finding your true north with? Oh my God. Of course. The Celtic knot. Divine love. But for that divine union to happen, I'm seeing that as the divine union within yourself, your inner union. I'm not seeing unconditional love with yourself, which confirmation of what we got with this journey deck. That inner child healing with that unconditional love. That is how you find your true north. You focusing on your unconditional love and finding that divine union within yourself. This will come later. You need to first focus on your endurance with yourself. All right, let's get magnifying glass. What you need to pay attention to, what is the important details you need to focus on. Everything that is meant for you will appear when it's supposed to. What is meant for you will never pass you by. That is what I'm seeing with that. And also 33, divine feminine energy, stillness. This is also about the return of what is yours. Hold on, because I feel like this is what's going to happen. I want to clarify what you need to focus on in each one, so I'm going to put them up above. Hold on, let's see. What does this collective need to focus on with this glass hearts? Clarify this, please. What is hostile environments? What keeps you vulnerable have to do with hostile environments. What keeps you in the sensitive energy, what keeps you in this, delicate, but also being transparent with what is dangerous. You seeing through that, the discord, the aggression, the conflicts. Actions have consequences. That's what I feel with that. Pay attention to that. It just keeps you, this kind of energy keeps you stuck. This kind of energy, the anger, the resentment, the aggression, the conflict, just the trouble, the volatile situations just keep you stuck, keep you restricted, keep you in addictive thought patterns even, keep you in codependency energy. And you just need to focus on healing your vulnerable heart, your glass hearts. You could like that song. Oh, that was Jar of Hearts that came to my mind. But That's Heart by, was it Blondie? What was that name? The one that Miley Cyrus did another version of. Once I loved and I was a cat. I Had a Heart of Glass. That one. Heart of Glass. All right. Focusing on their true north. The tracks. Steady ahead. There's only one way. Going the distance. Focusing on your true north with your discovery. There's only one way to go. Traveling, another one. But I think I can. Focusing on the positivity. I think I can. You're finding the direction to believing in yourself. To come into your inner union. By the way. What we need to pay attention to. Well, okay, so these are two. Your divine feminine energy and your vision. Oh my God. Pay attention to what the signs are coming from. And again, divine feminine energy, what I said, 33, stillness. Everything, believing everything that is meant for you will never pass you by. Just be still in your divine feminine energy and focus on your vision. Focus on what the universe is showing you through the signs and through your crow vision, by the way. Be observant. You're a clever problem solver. All right, what is this new beginning? Literally new beginning. Rabbit's desire. Results for fertility, sex and procreation. Overcoming the obstacles with the new beginning by focusing on the right things, by focusing on that crow energy, seeing through that magnifying glass, really paying that Two of Swords in reverse, paying attention to the red flags. You got that with that purple deck, your intuition. Pay attention in your intuition with those challenges. What you're having to pay attention with the magnifying glass. You know, doing more research, seeing through the important details, putting the puzzle pieces together through your vision. Fireworks. There are certain delays with this, I do feel. But you're needing to readjust, to rethink your priorities. This isn't your priority. Once you rethink your priorities, this will come in. Once you focus on prioritizing. And 30-30. Completion energy. I see completion energies from 10s to 10s. 30-30. Literally. There is a little bit of a setback. There's an external force right now because now you guys need to find your own true north and you find your way back to yourselves. Get one more for fireworks. Yes, man and firefly. So illumination, chemistry, self-discovery. After you go through your self-discovery through your divine masculine strength, that is when this comes. A creative spark, someone exceptional. You are the someone exceptional. Light codes, you attracting through your glow. You guys got the divine feminine and the divine masculine, by the way. So clearly, again, confirmation to what I've been saying, inner union. Divine union, your inner union. Not external union. Your union. Through your self-expression. Speaking your mind, communication, balance, order, sending a clear message. All right. That was beautiful. Let's confirm with these, and then we're going to get tarot, and then I want to get some of my animal cards, to see what spirit animal is going to be following you around. The signs that you need to see with your crow energy. All right, let's confirm that deck, please. Oh my God, releasing rebirth energy. And so I listened as my soul told me to let the past go so that I may awaken to how much I have grown. Beautiful. Releasing rebirth and spring. Eternal center, guru energy. Stop it. There is a place within me. Still calm, steady, and eternal. Guru, protection, and peace. Eternal center. Wow. 25th of the 6th could be important. The witchy poo. Again, master manifester for me. I wasn't always like this, I had to create who I am. Beautiful. Beautiful. Creatrix, lotus flower, and free will. Solar plex energy. All right, the past. Putting harmony with your past, present, and future. That's what I'm seeing. Ease. Inner child. Inner child. Confirmation. Eternal center. Oh, 2 came out. Being patient, I am in divine flow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. 11 and 2, duality. The sun, manifestation, power, 11:11. Be patient, it will come. Be in your eternal center. I am in divine flow and move in alignment. Yin and yang energy, confirmation. Yin and yang energy, divine masculine, divine feminine energy, unity, balanced energy, and manifestation. Sign. sign. The Witch. Your energy is valuable. Protect it well. Protecting your abilities. Strength, boundaries, and amulets. Sign. Just the spirit of the tree. If you're in need of a lesson, there is wisdom in the trees. Maybe go hug a tree. But nature, high priestess energy, and inner peace. You're going to be fine, guys. You just need to focus on yourself. Alrighty. Let's see. So I'm going to get dice. But I want to see, I'm going to get a universal message of what is coming for you, having to do with lessons and, you know, universally. And, yeah. Let's see. How far ahead does the universe want us to tap into? If 6 comes out, we're getting months. And if anything else comes out, we're getting weeks. So, all right. How far do you want me to tap into, Source, for this beautiful collective? 3. Next 3 weeks. Alrighty. Next 3 weeks. So we're gonna do how I'm usually doing my readings right now, that I get, you know, what is coming, what energy you should maybe, you know, how you should approach this. And then like full outcome. We're gonna do like that. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right. Next 3 weeks for this collective. What is coming in the next 3 weeks for this collective? Source. All right. Next 3 weeks for this beautiful collective. What is coming for the next 3 weeks? Wow. So whatever had to do with you, with moon energy, with your subconscious, with your blocked intuition. I want one more for that because I feel like anxiety. Whatever had to do with possessiveness and jealousy energy, stubbornness, anxiety. So you're gonna feel a little bit anxious. It does make sense with that dark night of the soul. But let's get. Whoa, hold on. Next 3 weeks for this beautiful collective. That's nice. One more. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Biggest thing I feel is this collective, you're not gonna, there's a reason why that vulnerability came out for this collective on that Intuit Tarot deck. I do feel like someone, maybe certain King of Coins, they could be an air sign, you could be that air sign, but grounding, but someone who is very ungrounded still, confirmation to what I said before, it's still not ready because you guys need to focus on your grounding. Someone who actually maybe you feel like blocks your intuition or actually keeps you in an unclear state and an anxious state, you know, the dreams. You could be dreaming about this as well. You could be dreaming about this person as well. But I do believe this person is coming a little bit greedy, possessive, a little bit, you know, stubborn and jealous. I feel this collective, the biggest thing is that the universe is saying is don't be blinded by your emotions. Don't be blinded by you know, that label that you've put over this person. Just pay attention to your emotions. And if you are feeling anxiety, if you are feeling, you know, a little restless, you're feeling like maybe there are certain things that are being kept in the dark, you know, kind of like that high priestess in reverse energy, like you've a couple of things. Trust that in your energy. It means that whatever this person is saying, it means that there's certain things that are not true, or even, you know, it's trusting your intuition with your body's emotion, whatever you're feeling. If you're feeling anxiety, it means you need to retreat. And if you're feeling like serene and calm, it means that you need to keep going forward with whatever conversation or whatever it is, because it could be just a text, but it could be also someone coming up to you. I do feel like, you know, because this is also illuminating all of this energy. So I feel this collective, it's kind of like you're going to be blinded. But we have the Page of Cups. We have the Page of Cups, you know, this is a love offer. It's still a naive approach of a love offer. You know, Page of Cups is very, you know, trapped in their mind and just creates certain scenarios and really lives kind of like in that little, you know, in a movie energy. You know what I mean? A little bit naive, a little bit, you know, immature. Yes, very, you know, sensitive and spiritual, and we have musical and artistry, but also I am seeing this as maybe you need to start embodying that, you know, Page of Cups energy with your path, with your destiny path, having to do with that music, the artistry, that your messages that you need to provide, but your inner voice. Pay attention to your inner voice and your psychic abilities. We do have a 9. We have this 9 of coins, rewards of your labor. You know, your status, your own abundance, your self-sufficiency. I do believe that you come into this 9 of coins because you finally start learning from the past, or start implementing that learning from past mistakes energy. You know, you really start putting the dedicated effort, you know. You're maturing, you're in fulfillment. I feel like you're gonna feel finally by releasing this, you're in that maturing energy. I want one more for this Page of Coins to clarify, because that procrastination is sticking out to me, but I feel like that's what you're overcoming. Yes, willpower, finally. Master Manifester, by the way, by learning from past mistakes and no longer procrastinating, by no longer being focused on that underachiever energy, by just taking that inspired action, putting in that dedication, focusing on your willpower and your influence even, a new start, letting go of control. And this is about a few weeks as well, but having fun, celebrating life, letting go of control, a pinnacle of success, sign. Beautiful. Biggest thing, you know, just follow your intuition. Don't be blinded by your emotions, you know, the negative ones and the positive ones. Just pay attention to them. 2 of Swords, and reverse them. See through the red flags through your intuition, because the red flags you don't see will come and bite you back in the bum. Try to not, you know, try to release this energy if someone does come in this energy, or I'm seeing this more as how they're actually going to come in, but this is how they're going to be presenting. You know what I mean? So don't be blinded by this energy, because even though this energy isn't the best, actually, it's very immature still. Yes, it's very, you know, youthful dreamer, and they're very in tune with their inner voice, but still it's coming from a place of ungrounded energy. You know, it's not coming from a place of their own self-worth, but a place from their own lack. And that's actually what your intuition is all. Oh, and I put that on the other side without even knowing. Release the fear and anxiety. Trust in your intuition, and trust what your intuition is telling you right now. This person is not grounded yet. They will only affect your trauma into getting it worse. They will not help you heal it. How you respond, though, and I do feel like this collective, you let go and you put yourself first, even though I didn't even get into, you know, how you would respond. How you respond is what is going to actually activate that healing energy, and you start focusing on your internal abundance and your own fulfillment and grounding yourself. Getting to a 9 of Pentacles is hard. That is, you know, that takes years. Even 10 of Pentacles, but 9 of Pentacles, that's your own, that's, you did it by yourself. So focus on that. Alrighty. Let's get how the universe, what's their advice of how to approach this energy? Just 3, please. Yes. They're dishonest for solid. Beautiful. Divine feminine approach. Kind, compassionate, understanding, but she takes care of herself and takes care of her own emotions first. She puts herself first. Hold on. Very kind, compassionate. She's very emotionally balanced and connected. Again, confirmation to what I said before. Pay attention to your body's emotion. Be in the flow. Be in the flow. Be empathetic. Be intuitive. You know, be loving, but put that to yourself. See through the situation in the right way. They're coming in a dishonest way. It's not that it's consciously dishonest. They're still coming in a masked version. They're still in limbo. They're still in themselves faking happiness. They're still staying for the wrong reasons for with the people or the situations that they are staying in, because they're not seeing the right way. They're being dishonest with themselves. They are in their own right, in their own lack in direction. Where you guys, the universe is trying to activate that true north energy. This is not something that serves you. This will only hinder your growth right now. Let's get one more for that Eight of Cups. I feel like you walk away. Yes! Two of Swords in reverse. See the red flags. This is the red flag. They're lacking direction. Caution, stop. It is not the right time to move. Do not cross. Go within. Even tell them, maybe you should, focus on yourself. And just tell them this will align when it's supposed to align. Be in the flow. It's a clear warning. They are lacking direction. Do not cross. Sign. Alrighty. Next 3 weeks. Positive outcome. I feel like you guys find your high priestess within. All right. So in a few days, you're going to feel like you're having a fresh start. Oh my God, my hair. It's like my best friend said yesterday, oh my God, you look like Lady D with that hair. It's like, what the hell? The humidity is real here. You're going to feel like but beautiful. Beautiful. This is what I wanted to see. So in a few days, this could be from a few days to the next 3 weeks. I do believe that King of Coins in reverse is going to be approaching you in a few days, but you're going to be in licking wounds energy. But from dark to light, in a few days, there is this awakening happening. It's that vulnerable energy, what I said before, that is going to actually activate you finding your true north. You're going to feel like it's like this emptiness, or like you made the wrong decision, but it's actually activating you into reflect and finally gain this new perspective. Start this Hangman energy. Surrender really to what is. I do believe this collective, maybe you even feel like you're being a little bit selfish. Maybe this person even comes in and speaks about how their life is going to shit. Or even, and there's a reason why I said, over empathetic people, your empathy, it's activated so that you can, really relate to the person that you need to give that message to. But one thing is for that empathy to activate. The other thing is to over empathize towards the other person. I feel this collective. That's why that hollow feeling comes over you, because you feel like you're being selfish and you're not giving, you're not helping them. You know what I mean? But it's not. It's just part of an addictive pattern that you have of always putting other people above your needs. You know what I mean? You're going to feel a little bit imbalanced, but because you're still getting used to that new energy. And you're releasing, you're letting go. There's an epiphany that comes over you. Finally go through that Hangman. You get a new perspective. You have that aha moment. Yes, you're going to be in licking your own wounds. It's like this person, I feel like this collective, you're going to want to make amends, but it's more in that living to fight another day. But I do believe that this collective, you kind of see like lost cause in the moments, just with that Two of Swords and that Eight of Cups. I want one more for Nine of Cups. Whoa. Yeah, you're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel unstable, impatient, like you're not finishing things. But it's just because you're shifting. You're shifting. Confirmation to what I said before. You're shifting into a higher consciousness, into your high priestess energy by finally gaining that new perspective, by surrendering. You're surrendering to your full potential. Beautiful. Subconscious mind. Beautiful. Just trust, trust, trust. Whatever is coming in the next 3 weeks, the next couple of days, the next 3 weeks are all pivotal for your growth. You need to pay attention. Be in that magnifying glass and pay attention to what it is that is approaching you, how it's approaching you. Pay attention to the red flags. Go through that Two of Swords in reverse. Really see through that veil. See through your intuition, not through these. You know what I mean? Alrighty. Let me get what spirit animal is going to be following you around. Let's get what spirit animal is going to be following you around, or what energy you need to embody from that spirit animal for these next 3 weeks. So we have 2. Primal power and deep reflection, dinosaur energy. And again, past, present, future energy. And surrender and acceptance. Sign. And stability and calmness on the bottom. Just trust. Focus on your surrender, on, integrating that past, present, and future through that inner healing that you're going through. Just trust. Let me give you a couple of angel cards. What angels will be following you around for the next 3 weeks. Just get 3. Alrighty. So we have Metatron. So this is an angel of the divine presence, by the way. Miracles, powerful changes, Akashic records. So soul contracts for sure. Sudden shifts, spiritual growth, and hyper focus. I help you discover and develop your personal spiritual power and learn to use it to make a better world. So Ametrine, 3 months and act now. I feel like that has to do with your path. Zuriel, angel of harmony and vitality, feeling complete, 9 of coins energy. So there's a reason why that's there. Experiential wisdom, evolving, plan B, creating an oasis, balancing opposing forces, yin and yang energy. I help you achieve balance from a change in perspective. Sign. Compromise and by finding common ground. So Topaz, September, and finding another way. Beautiful. And we have Angel Nuriel. So the angel of hail, fire, and spellbinding. Oh my God, the magician. So subdue elements, protection, wards off evil, liberating truth, power to bind and unbind. I will cover you with fiery wings and protection and make you immune to any kind of evil that comes your way. Fire agate, several months and no. Wow. You got some angels backing you up. Alrighty. I'm gonna confirm your love energy with this, and then I'm gonna get my moon cards to confirm that full energy. Let's confirm that love parts, because I feel like this collective, you're still a little bit, we're just gonna get 3. I'm not even gonna get any more. So confirmation, the codependency is being activated for a reason. It's for you to release it. Getting to know each other again, being in the flow, Queen of Cups energy, but in the right time. It's not time right now, and children, but inner child is what I'm feeling with that. You need to both focus on your inner child right now. Could be certain religious factors, but you delving into your spirituality. Let's get one last one. Very soon, and I did feel that with that. Alrighty. Let's confirm. Embrace uncertainty. So Embrace uncertainty by following your intuition and facing your fears. And accepting responsibility of your transformation and the changes in your knowledge. Beautiful. All right, let's get complete. Let's confirm that full reading, please. Just 3. Bring love into the situation. Not hate, not blame, just understanding. New moon in Aquarius. A fiery climax approaches. Yes, it does. And the energy is gaining momentum. All right. Let's get these. Bring love into the situation. The law of attraction. Beautiful. What did I say before in the beginning? If this beautiful. If you are, again, it's that mind over matter energy. It's that master manifester. What I said before, this collective, whatever you think can come into fruition. So keep that in mind. The law of attraction. Whatever you think comes into fruition. So by putting love into the situation, what are you going to attract? Love. A fiery climax approaches. And even with yourself, even with your journey, it's not just with this person, it's yourself as well. Remember, thinking positive thoughts for yourself. Patience. And moon cycles, confirmation with the cycles with this collective. The energy is gaining momentum. Accept help. I'm seeing that as that meditate so you can connect with source a little bit more, but a new beginning is on the way. Alrighty. Let's get Charmies. Actually, before we get Charmies, I want to get you a couple of angel cards. I want to get you some of these angel cards just to get you some messages from your angels to see. Just a couple. They're so tiny, but I love them. All right. Follow your passions. They are the breadcrumbs leading to your soul's divine purpose. Confirmation, this collective, the universe is really trying to activate you into your purpose. With your inner being as your guide, your presence naturally inspires and uplifts the people around you. Yes, be that inspiration to others. Sign. Alrighty. Let's get Charmies. You're about to soar. You got my soaring thingy, but you're about to soar. You're about to shine energy, star energy as well. Wish is coming true. Have hope. Don't think that the worst is yet to come. You know, just focus on having hope. Focus on your divine masculine energy, your assertiveness, putting that divine masculine energy to use. And let yourself free out of your mind. Remember, Master Manifester, your thoughts create your reality. Make them positive. And whenever you do feel like negativity is coming over you, remember you can always open that cage and fly free. Oh my God, it fell on the 0. So you got the 00001, the new cycles. So you could be seeing 24 hours as 0000, and I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 on my clock right now. So synchronized numbers, alignment. All right, angel numbers this collective might be seeing or need to look up, and important dates and birthdays. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, 55, transformation, embrace the change. 76, very good angel number. 11 by itself, 1111. But 3rd of the 11th, 11th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 5th, 5th of the 3rd, 23rd of the 5th, 6th of the 5th, 5th of the 5th portal energy. 16th of the 5th, 16th of the 2nd, 16th of the 3rd, 16th of the 11th, 73. Whoa, what is this? 25 of the 6th, 25th of the 3rd, 25th of the 5th, 55 again, embrace the change. 10, cycle completion. 30th of the 10th, 31st of the 10th. I think that the 10th has 31 days. I can't remember. But 30th of the 3rd, 30th of the 5th, 30th of the 6th, 12th of the 3rd, 12th of the 5th, 12th of the 6th, 12th of the 10th, and 13th, surrender to divine. 13th of the 5th, 13th of the 10th, 13th of the 2nd, 13th of the 6th. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will be uploading another reading, but I need to do my divine masculine reading that I was supposed to do yesterday. I'm going to do my divine masculine reading today. So I hope you guys have a great day. I love you all, and just keep focusing on yourselves. Love you. Bye.